Hello. Wow, the second I turn this camera on, my fridge starts making noises. So, AZTEC healing, it has been 1 full year since I posted. That was like one of my first ever skincare product reviews, and it was kind of the reason why I got into skincare. So I do thank this mask a lot. We have been through a lot. I thought out of celebration being basically the 1 year anniversary, I'm kind of late to the video, but basically my overall review and just overall thoughts on the mask. How often do I use it? Do I still use it? So I'm gonna start off by saying this mask, it doesn't work for everyone, but also the reason why it could dry out some people's skin is because that they are using apple cider vinegar with this mask. The instructions say you don't have to use apple cider vinegar, you could just simply use water. Honestly, I prefer doing that because I find apple cider vinegar way too harsh. The texture is a bit more lumpy with just water, so what I tried doing was the majority of it is water, and then like I'll just put like a little dollop of apple cider vinegar just to thin it out a bit more and just make the texture a bit smoother. And I've actually done that today. I will say though, 1 year later of trying other masks, the most effective masks I have ever tried were the ones with bentonite clay. I feel like the clay masks, especially this one though, this is the one mask that actually is like hardcore. This is like heavy duty stuff. Definitely does feel like after you wash your face that you just gotten facial, whereas my other masks, they don't really do that, but then again, you can use those masks more often. So for example, like these masks I've been trying for a while and I really love. This one does have bentonite clay. I can't remember if the Alia skin mask does. I know it has kale in, and then this one doesn't have bentonite clay. This one basically feels the most to this one, except this one is just not as intense as this one. This one literally will just keep sucking in everything, hence why this could be a bit more drying to some people. So again, just use water if it is. There are peel off masks and there are sheet masks as well. Those, in my opinion, I've tried. I don't see any results. Clay masks, especially the ones that contain bentonite, are the most effective in my opinion. I haven't been using this one as often, really for no reason. Like I should probably continue using this, but honestly I've just been using this one just for convenience purposes because this one is pre-made and it contains bentonite, kaolin, and a bunch of other ingredients, not just the bentonite. But bentonite, I will say, is probably the magic ingredient. I don't think you could go wrong with either mask. It's just that this one's more intense. I feel like this one would be more good for sensitive skin, but since this does like physically tighten your skin, I noticed that it does help a lot with blackheads. Like it literally just pulls everything out. So since again this does physically pull your skin basically and draw all the impurities, this is super good to put on after a long day of makeup. So I do double cleansing, but on top of that I feel like that's almost not enough some days. So for me to not break out the next day, using something like this would really help and prevent you from breaking out at all after wearing a long day of makeup. I don't know if the reason why this isn't pre-made is because you can make it fresh every single time, so then it doesn't lose its like power. That's my only thoughts as to why this came as a powder, because this is negatively charged, meaning that you can't use any metal utensils. You have to use plastic spoon and a bowl. And also another important thing, you have to clean your plastic spoon and bowl. I've gotten so many comments and I was just super lazy that week. I always, this is the bowl, cup, and then the spoon I use. Make sure it's clean. My plastic spoon and bowl was, yeah, pretty darn dirty. I do clean it now. I guess this carries like a slight electrical charge, which sounds weird, but you basically weaken the overall charge from the clay if you do use any metal utensils. So either use glass or plastic or bamboo, or else you might mess up the whole batch and like not even see any results or like very little. So does this actually work? Since we're exposed to so much pollution in the air, like pesticides and like fossil fuels, like burning gases, you know, factories, all that kind of stuff, we like consume it every single day. There's no getting around that, and the air in general is so dirty. So what this does, this is like one of the few things that can actually pull out those toxins and help your skin and get all the dirt, oil, blackheads, and help improve your overall pore size. So you don't even have to have acne to use this mask. mask, you could use it when you have a clear face, and it will still help your skin and benefit you just because it draws out a lot of those toxins and pollutants from the air we breathe in, our skin comes in contact with. So I do use this mask about once a month, I would say now, just because, again, like I said, literally just the convenience and also like the other beneficial ingredients my other masks have. But this, if you're on a budget, I don't like any of these masks more than one another. Like, all these masks to me are my babies because I've tried a lot of like cheaper masks, threw them out, and just went through too much trouble with my skin when really I could have just used one simple ingredient, bentonite clay, or bentonite clay along with other natural ingredients, which I use. But anyway, I will say though, while this does get rid of acne and it is super effective by drying out impurities, I will say though, hormonal acne, it doesn't help too drastically. I will say that just because I don't think there's any really external product that could help hormonal acne. And when I say hormonal, I mean cystic. The only way you could get cystic acne is from internally, because that's underneath the skin, which I struggle with and I have been struggling with. That's why my acne comes and goes in spurts. Like, sometimes my hormones will be on point and my acne will be clear, and then all of a sudden, like, I won't get enough sleep, or I'll be stressing too much, or I'll be eating unhealthy, or all of the above, and then the next day my acne is coming and it like lasts for a couple weeks just of like a couple or few nights of bad lifestyle. So obviously this won't cure lack of sleep, lack of bad food choices, and stress. This won't manage your stress as much as, like, I love this mask and I want it to be able to manage everything in my life. But yeah, no, unfortunately this mask does not cure your stress. So yeah, that's something to deal with internally, and that's why a lot of people with hormonal acne and cystic acne around like the cheeks especially, they result into things like Accutane, or taking pills, or using like Proactive or something like that, that will like mask the problem but really won't treat it from within. So if you do have hormonal acne though, I will say it does not cure hormonal acne. That's a much more intense thing to deal with, as I am dealing with it right now, and I have a bunch of like what I eat in a day videos you could check out, because yeah, again, hormonal acne is definitely internal. But I will say, even if you do have hormonal acne, I feel like this is such a good mask to use either way. It is such a purifying mask, and I feel like over time, maybe your acne may not vanish, but your skin texture, overall elasticity will improve, the glowiness of your skin, the youthfulness, I guess. So even if you do have hormonal acne, I feel like this would be such a good option. I still use this mask, even though it doesn't completely wipe out all of my cystic acne, but it does wipe out the ones that are already coming to the surface, which is awesome. So yeah, those are pretty much the tea, the overall review, the final update, I guess, if you will, on this mask. So yeah, do I still use it? Yes, I do, but I also use bentonite clay, again, in other forms, such as pre-made masks, because I'm just lazy. But yeah, the pre-made masks I use about 1 to 2 times a week, and then this mask I'll use about once a month, and then I'll leave it on for like 20 to 30 minutes and really let it like pull out everything. But if I were to use this more often, then I would only leave it on for like 10 minutes once a week or something like that. It really just depends how sensitive your skin is, and also if you're using apple cider vinegar. I used to mix green tea with this, and I feel like still that's a really good combination, mixing green tea as the mixing medium. That is my hack, I guess. Yeah, if I were to tell you to get one product that will actually help acne, it would probably be something with bentonite, of course. So totally could be this mask or the Teamy Green mask. I use that a lot. And then I also would recommend the different adapalene gel. That would be a great option too. I definitely see a lot of improvements with that gel. And then other than that, like, those are pretty much the only 2 products externally that I trust by, live by, and swear by. And then I would just say, make sure you really moisturize your skin after you use one of these masks, just because since these do draw a lot of oil, your skin is probably going to be panicking, being confused as to like where the oil went, so you have to substitute really quickly. So make sure you're using your toner, serum, and moisturizer after you use these masks. Honestly, every time you wash your face, you should be straight away putting on those things, just to make sure that your skin is protected and your skin barrier is not gonna freak out and then produce more oil. Those are probably the 3 things I would say when it comes to treating acne. Is yeah, something strong, a key ingredient that's gonna like really get out all the dirt, such as this. It kind of like helps exfoliate. And then a pimple treatment, like a spot treatment, but Also, make sure you're moisturizing your skin really well before even considering trying these, even wearing sunscreen. I have acne, but I still wear sunscreen because I know that my scars are not going to get worse. And when you do wear sunscreen, all the product and skincare you put on before that, it's going to work even better at healing your skin over time. Yeah, those are my humble, wise, maybe not so wise, I don't know, tips from me, and just overall thoughts and review of this. Like a year later, honestly, my thoughts have never really changed. Bentonite clay has always been something that I used literally every single week, whether it was a dry powder form or a pre-made mask form. I've always used it and I always saw great results from it, whether that be reducing in acne or just overall improvement of skin texture, reducing of sebum production, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, and if you have hormonal acne, please consider watching my What I Eat in a Days. I'm currently trying out this slow FODMAP thing, basically an elimination diet that will help like get rid of and eliminate triggering foods, because hormonal acne again does not have to do with the external product. It has more to do with your sleep, your stress levels, and your food consumption. So yeah, consider checking out all those other videos. I post every Sunday and Thursday, Sunday being the What I Eat in a Day's health kind of like internal healing, then Thursdays product reviews, skincare videos, etc., beauty. So I think I will end it off here. I think my duty is done to say my final thoughts and concerns about the mask, tips and basically things that you should make sure you do during and after the mask. So yeah, please subscribe for more videos, hit that bell notification so you don't miss any video I post, and I will see you, my skincare squad, my beautiful people. Lots of love, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, peace.